What's up, guys? Sena SMH here. Finally, to do a review on the Sena Prism. So this is the device. It's pretty sleek, pretty small. I like it. Not much to it. Couple buttons, that's about it. So, getting right into it. This is a Bluetooth camera. It records through your Bluetooth device on your helmet. So say your Sena, or if you have any other kind of Bluetooth headset device, this will record along with it, which is great. Makes it a hell of a lot easier. You don't have to buy like extra equipment. All you need is just the actual Bluetooth headset. Here's what I really like about this camera. This right here, just by itself, is water resistant. It can be used in the rain, in the weather, you know, anything like that. Obviously, to the extremes, it will get wet and all that stuff. It has, on the back here, it has a locked door for the battery right here, which, if I can get it out. Let's set this down. Here's the battery. Same kind of battery that the GoPro uses. It's not really focusing very well, but there's 3.7 volts and 1100 milliamps. Lithium-ion battery. So the same thing. Obviously, it's not quite going to work because on the GoPro, I know has they have ridges, or at least on the one that I use, has ridges right here instead of like the flush positive and negative connectors. So that's the battery. It's easy. Slides backwards. Slides right in. Locks right in with that little red tab. Here's the charging port, the micro USB port. Here's the memory card slot, and that is a mini HDMI port. The memory cards are micro SDs. I do have a 32 gig SanDisk micro SD in there, and it holds more memory than the camera can record. so basically the battery dies on the camera. If I could put this thing back in right. Battery dies on the camera before I can use up all the space. But it does have a little locking mechanism on here for the back door. So it has a little rubber stopper door for the micro USB charging, so all you got to do is just open that up and plug it in. It does close very well. It stays fairly well. I mean, you're not going to just hit it, you know. I mean, it's going to take quite a bit to actually get that off. It does have a little slot right there and up here on top for the helmet mounting. This right here is the helmet mounting for the Sena Prism. It basically just sits on a rolling ball joint. It has a mount just like your Sena Bluetooth device does. I have the SMH 5, but it's still the same. It's not the exact same mount, but it's the same concept. It just clamps in underneath the helmet. That will basically just clip right on there. Let me see if I can get this on for you. In order to get this to clip on, you have to take off that little clip piece. It's really easy. Flathead screwdriver. I usually just use like a dime or something like that, and it just screws in there. Basically, you can use any kind of tripod stand for like just standard camera or whatever, which is great. You know, it makes it real easy and all that stuff. It also, as you can see here, all these holes. There are two little knobbies right there on either side, so you can basically set it at an angle, you know, however you want. So if you have if you have it on the helmet and using this, which I don't think you can, unfortunately, but if you're using your bipod mount with the stickies or the suction cups, or just a single suction cup, and you need to rotate it a certain way, that you can just loosen it up a little bit, hit 1 or 2 clicks, and then you're good. So there's that, and this is basically clipping it into the helmet mount. So you go from the top first, get in there in the groove, and just claps right in. And that right there is exactly what it looks like. So it does stick out a little bit, but it's really not that bad. I think it works for the functionality of the actual camera itself is fantastic. I think it's quality. So, all right, let's take this bad boy off. So there's that mounted on the helmet. There are a few other ways that you can. It does come with the same kind of GoPro mounts, like these stickies, just like this. The only difference is with the GoPro they have these ridges in them. They're raised ridges. The Sena doesn't. However, the clip that you would be able to attach to this would not work on the GoPro stickies, unfortunately. So turning it on, real easy. It's just these 2 buttons up here. This is the menu button, and this is the shot button. So you push both at the same time for a couple seconds. It'll turn on. There's the display. Easy little display. You probably can't really see it too well through this, but it has Bluetooth symbol up here in the corner. Right next to it is the memory card space. Next to it there is the battery. This symbol is video. Tells you the duration of the video. And then next to it on the other side it says wide at the top, 1080p, and 30 for 30 frames per second, which I have it set at the maximum frame rate. Alright, let's cycle through this a little bit. When you hit the menu button first, it's going to take you to single shot. You hit the menu button again, you go into burst mode, and then you get into time lapse. Then you get into settings, and if you look, there's the video settings, audio settings, device settings. The buttons are fairly easy to push, even with the 40mm waterproof case on it. They're the same kind of buttons like on the GoPro cases. They got the spring in them. They're the metal push buttons, but because these buttons are so soft to push, it just makes pushing those buttons so much easier as well. So, all right, so here I am with both my phone and the Sena Prism. These are connected through Bluetooth. Looking at all the settings for this, once you open up your app, you have video, and underneath that you have resolution, field of view, and you have single shot, resolution, burst shot, resolution, number of shots, time lapse, format of the time lapse, resolution, interval, and then you have upside down and date caption. Then for audio you have the internal mic gain, Bluetooth audio, UHD audio mode, internal mic auto mute, then side tone, auto power off, beep, LED, time set, and auto sync. And yeah, I mean, this, just having the app is so awesome because you can just go in and you can change any setting at all. Instead of having to take off the camera from your helmet and then start pushing all the buttons and everything, all you have to do is just pull out your phone, stop recording for a minute, and change everything that you want, which is phenomenal. There's the entire list of the resolutions. You got 1080 at 30, 720 at 60, 720 at 30, and 480 at 120. So that's the app. It does have a external mic as well, along with the internal mic for recording. So that is the Sena Prism, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found this pleasing, if you will. Like I said, I enjoy it. I haven't really had the chance yet to get out and test it on the bike, but I do have the part on order. It should be here on Tuesday. Hopefully I can get a little bit of riding in, as long as it's not too cold and wet and snowy and whatever else. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. There is so much more to come. I'm so excited for everything I have coming, not only over this winter, but at least in the beginning of the next riding season, once I can finally really start getting back into riding and everything. So again, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. That's been my video review of the Sena Prism, and see you guys at the next one. Peace.